me about what is taking place today.
Okay, let me tell you my story. And if you ever find yourself in this situation, or if you never even find yourself into this situation and you're a tradesman and you have a van, listen to this. Tradesman tool is on the rise. If you watch it on TV, social media, you hear it going around. Van is breaking into, and tradesman tools are going missing. And I'm telling you, it is so easy how they break into your van. Now, I want to find out if these people who is making this van do not realize how easy this van is to break in, and can they do anything to help tradesmen? Because I am not just talking about whole van, even new vans, them breaking into so easy. Now, my van, when they break into my van, I can understand that is a padlock I have on my van, which it was a big padlock, but yet still them have a big bar that just snap the lock and go. So my van was a Luton long wheelbase transit with a shutter on the back. I was at work one day. It was in the middle of the day. Two of us was working. The van parked in a alleyway. When I say alleyway, it's a road that you can only reverse down because I couldn't turn. I had to reverse down and drive back out. So we was in the garden working. Somebody come with a snip, and this can't be one person because they take 3 pieces of tool from me. Now, in my van, I have different type of tool in my van. But these thief only take the expensive tool like my steel. They don't take the ordinary. They take my top of the range edge trimmer, my small one-handle train saw, my leaf blower, things that steel tool. No, my small one-handle train saw is over 1,400 pounds for that saw. It's a one hand. You can use one hand. When you're in a tree, you use one hand to operate this train saw. It's gone. My steel edge trimmer, long blade, it's gone. My leaf blower, it's gone in one break-in. Now, my viewers, when I report this to the police, I don't get no help. My tool gone. I have to find money to buy back this tool to carry on. These thief gone. Although somebody see these people when they was doing the hack and describe them, nothing happened. So, my viewers, have you ever find yourself in this situation? Have you get help from the police? Or did your insurance step in? No. I never get no help from the police. I never get any help from my insurance. I have to, although I have insurance. But my viewers, these insurance have a way. They have a way to tell you that because your vehicle was unprotected, your vehicle was unprotected. No, you insure your vehicle to carry your tool around to do your job. And if you're going to do a job and you have 5 pieces of tool, you don't need 5 pieces of tool in the garden where you're working, or in the house where you're working, or in the building where you're working. You take out what you need, you lock the van and you go. And you tell me, somebody come and break into your van and take out your tool and your insurance is telling you that it don't cover? Why? When you take out insurance and you say to them, say, look, it's a work van, I have tool on it. Tell you at the time that we can't insure you because you have tool and transit. This something I do not understand. This van theft is getting out of hand. And this is something that I believe that the government need to look into. The government need to look into things like this because these, I was watching a program on the TV and they was talking about somebody have a tracker and piece of the tool. And that tracker lead them, the police to them. When they get there, it was how many thousands of pounds worth of tools they find. Now, these people is like, them have a container where they go around and they break people place and store them and them carry them to car boot sale or wherever them is, or them have outlet where they carry them, but they distribute them. This is getting ridiculous. Now, if you was to really talk to tradesmen who they get the van breaking and how much of them get help, it's like none or few. So, tradesman, let us put it out there. Let us put it out there, tradesman. Let us tell the public how these things is really and truly dragging down tradesmen. Because when you lose your tool, that is your livelihood, that feed your family and your children, pay your bills. And when somebody come and empty your van, whether overnight or in the daytime, and you can't afford to buy back these tools, you on a job, the job leave because you have no tool to finish it. No, government, how can you help these tradesmen when things like that happen to them? Because if we take out insurance and they break in the van and the insurance said, I am not taking up the responsibility, it's not our responsibility, how do these people get back onto their foot? This is a question I am asking the government. What can you do to help tradesmen who have their van breaking into? Government, I am asking this question. How can you, the government, help these tradesmen? Because this is rising and it is rising fast. And most of these vans that breaking into, this is not even nighttime breaking. We are talking about middle day when you're on a job. You stop in a supermarket to buy something and your van breaking into. Why? Because as soon as you stop, somebody in a car or another van park up alongside you. And when you in that shop and things say everything all right in a car park, you come back and your van open and gone. Sometimes you never even realize that your van break in until when you reach to another job. Because it happens so distant that they break in, they take out your stuff, shut back the door, you come get into your van, you drive to the next job, and only when you open it, you think, what's going on here? There's time where these things happen, and you think you don't even know where it happened. Because what? The last stop that you make was in the supermarket. You move from there to a house. You went in to look at a job. You never do any work. You move to somewhere else. So you start to think, how this happened? Did it happen in the supermarket car park? Did it happen when I go to view that job? You don't know. Because what? When you come back out, the van was still locked. So you never open the door to see. Because these guys, them have a ways Don't ask me how them find a way to open your van even when it lock. It's ridiculous. Let me tell you something. When I was living in London, I have a car and I have some speaker in the boot and an amplifier. One morning I wake up, the first thing I look on the back, the speaker they gone. I open my boot, my speaker box gone, my amplifier gone. And the car lock up. And I'm thinking, how on earth this happened? If that's the case, they could have taken the car. But them open the car, they take out the things them and then lock it and the car don't damage. I don't know it happened. So I am just, you know, when I watch these things, and I remember my days when my tool are missing in the middle of the day. I have to call the other guy and say to him, say, have you had the key for the van? Because when I come out of the garden and look up the road with my van park, my shutter was halfway up. And I know I shut the shutter, it was halfway up. When I get to my van, I nearly cry. I nearly cry. My 3 most expensive piece of tool in my van that day, gone. The padlock was on the floor. The police take the padlock to take forensic, but nothing. They come, they do forensic on the van, they take the padlock, they do what they do, but nothing. Nothing come back. No insurance. Because the insurance wouldn't pay out. And you know, I am saying these things, but I feel it. I feel it for tradesmen. I feel it for tradesmen. So, in this video, I am saying, if you are a tradesman and you have a van and your van never break into, let me tell you something. Start to take some form of caution. Start to take some form of caution, some form of protection. Try to find some way to secure your tool. Try before them break in. If you never have a breakage, try now to prevent it. Find some way. If you have a sliding door, go inside your door, well padlock inside at the door, the sliding door, and put padlock inside the sliding door. The back door, I don't know how to advise you with the back door, but my viewers, you have to find ways, because what these guys is doing now, they have a way to chop into your door panel and find something to hold the thing and open the door and take your tool. I am doing this video because I realize that tradesmen tool are going missing. And I am trying to encourage and to reach out to tradesmen that protect your tool, because these guys not only breaking into tradesman van in the night, they're doing it in the day on work site. So you park your vehicle in a car park, and what they do, they will drive up another vehicle alongside your vehicle, and that's how they do the hack. So they shield themselves with other vehicle, and while you think it's just another van park up, they're breaking into your van. So if you a tradesman and you're watching this video and you have a van and you never yet get breaking into, please try your best to try to find ways to secure your van. And if you have an insurance for your van, find out from them if your tool are covered, where your tool covered, and when your tool covered. because we is taking out insurance and think this insurance cover our vehicle and our tool. But even when it said tool and transit, it don't mean that your tool covered. Because when breakage come in, the insurance find ways to tell you that you're never covered. Because what? We don't read the fine print. So, my viewers, I am appealing to van men. I am appealing to van men. I was one of them who have my van breaking into. And I can tell you that one piece of my tool is almost £1,300. One piece of the tool was over £350 and one was over £250. So if you was to count up all of this money in that one day, £1,300, another 350 and another 250. Check that, how much money that I lose in one day. Sorry, I lose in one day. And how much that cost me, how much setback that set me back. I have to go back and buy back a train saw. And them time there, from these type of train saw, you can't just go into a shop and buy them. I have to get the people them in the train in the shop to purchase it for me. Oh man, I'm telling you, I feel it for tradesmen. I really and truly feel it for tradesmen. So, listen, if you are a tradesman and you're watching this video, let me know how you feel about these thieves, these culprits who are going around and breaking into tradesman van. Breaking into tradesman van and take the hard-earned living tools where to mine their family, pay their bills. When you take these tradesman tools, what you leave them to do? They can't go to work and insurance is not paying them. So what you left them to do? Go and steal. No. Tradesman, let me say this, tradesman. If somebody come to you, because a lot of us tradesmen, we tend to, because we can't afford to go and buy the new tool. When somebody come and say to we have this selling, we quick to buy it. But let me tell you, one time somebody come to me with a trimmer. A trimmer was selling. And I know this guy, the only way he can get this trimmer, he have to stall it. So I said to him, no, I am not interested. I am not interested. So I don't buy second-hand tool. Because if you have second-hand tool to sell and you never have a business, where you get them from? So the same way you go and steal them from somebody and bring them and sell to me, is the same way you come and steal mine and go sell back to somebody. And we all need to come to this stage where we say, you know what happened? We are prepared not to buy second-hand tool from nobody unless you have a business and your business shut down and you're selling out your tool. Nobody should come to you and say to you, I have a lawnmower, I have a drill, I have a generator, I have whatever it is selling, and you buy it from them. Because you are encourage them to go out there and steal other people's things. You are encourage them. So tradesman, let me say this. Remember this. If somebody come to you and say to you, them have a piece of tool, a drill or a saw or a hammer or whatever it is, a sell, don't buy it from them. Go to the shop and buy your tool. Because same way, they steal somebody something and you buy it from them. It's the same way they're going to come and steal your own and go sell it to somebody else. But if they can't get market for them, they won't steal them. So we need to put a strict ban on buying second-hand tool from these guys who going around and selling them. If you go on the car boot sale and you're going to buy a tool on the car boot sale, make sure you're getting a receipt, proper receipt from them. Otherwise, don't buy it. No, there's a next thing. Most of these tools now, what I noticed, which I'm glad I started to see this. The police have a marker. The police have a marker that you can use to write on your tool. Nobody can see this unless you have a light that shine on it to bring it out. So if somebody stole your tool, because what I did do, I did take red paint and paint all of my tool them, but it never made no sense because they still gone with it same way although me have red paint on it. I take red paint and spray them, but my leather, I take red paint and spray them, but it never make no difference. But as I said, the police is giving out a marker where you write on the tool. And when you shine the light on it, it come out plain, plain, plain. So I think we as workmen need to get some of these marker and start to write on our tool. So when the police, when they break into your van and thief your tool, when the police find them, they will see that mark on them. And they will able, the best way, my viewers, the best way to do, on your tool, your license number, write your vehicle license number on it. Your vehicle registration number. Write it on your tool with that gloomy light thing. So when the police put it on it, your registration number will come up on it. They will see that. And that will help to trace back, because a lot of the tool them, what I noticed that the police have collect, they can't trace back the owner for the tool. But if you mark them with your registration number, when the police find them and they see that number, they will know that vehicle. They can trace that vehicle. And there's a possibility you'll get back your tool that they stole. And this is just a few little advice and a few little tips I am giving today to you, tradesmen. It might benefit you, it might don't. But I just feel to come and share this with the public and the tradesmen. So if you are not a tradesman and you're watching this video, you're a woman and you know somebody who in this type of trade, whether gardening, carpentry, plumbing, whatever, as long as you have a van going around and doing this type of work, send this video to them. It might help somebody. It might help somebody. I was in that situation. I was in there. I am no longer in the trade, but I see how this is rising. I sell a guy a van, and he have tool in the van, and then take the van and the tool. They take both the van and the tool. He never get back the van, and he never get back the tool. I don't know how it work, but I sell the van, they steal the van, with the tool every night. Everything gone. So, that is it. That's all I'm sharing with you, my viewers. That's all I'm sharing with you. Please share this video. Please share this video with your friend and your family. Let somebody realize and understand what is going on out there with Tradesman's Tool. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please share it. Please comment. Please subscribe. I will catch you in the next video. I am out.
Subscribe to Funny7 UK. Best channel.
All right, wicked, yeah?
Yes.
All right.